Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Peyton and today I thought it'd be a fun idea to roast the zodiac signs whilst I do my makeup. I thought I'd just combine two of my favorite things of life, astrology and makeup, just because it seemed like a good idea. I wish I had a better excuse, honestly. Don't want to waste any of your time, so we're just going to get right into it. Whew. I'm just going to quickly do this, honestly, because brows are just freaking annoying. So okay guys, I am back and I've just gone ahead and primed my eyes as well. Ooh, with some Tarte Shape Tape. It's looking a little freaky right now. That's kind of fun. It was. Let me get a freaking brush and we'll jump right in. Now we are going to be starting with the first of the zodiac, Aries. Good old Aries. So Aries is just so freaking intense. They are just the most full-on people. I have a lot of Aries friends and they are just honestly so intense sometimes. I was about to just give them a compliment, but this is a roast love. I actually should have just disclaimed this at the beginning. Guys, these are just generalizations, okay? Like, no one is just their one sign. I mean, you can have a lot of one sign. You know, shut up real quick, but hopefully it's all good. Taurus, super mean-spirited. I wish I could say it any other way, but I can't. This once again might just be all like earth signs, but really judgy. Super judgy, and they can't even freaking help it. They just judge anyone off the street by what they wear, how they live their life, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and they're like the planet of like all materialism, like the good things in life, love. So when they see someone not living that way, they're like, oh, what the hell is wrong with you? Oh my god, that's freaky. Whatever. Tauruses are freaking boring. Where's the lie though? I think a lot of Tauruses would actually agree with you that they do kind of live a more grounded lifestyle. Haha, funny. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing with my eyes, it all makes sense at the end. Hopefully. I have a lot of faith in myself for saying that. The last thing I wrote about Taurus is that they're just super stubborn. Probably the most stubborn sign out of all of them, I would say. But I think that's just like their most known trait. Can't help it. That's why they do tend to be a bit mean. But let's move on to Gemini. Maybe I said that with a bit too much enthusiasm. But yeah, basically I do love Geminis. No, this is the roast. Shut up. Oh, don't swear. Okay. Geminis, look, they get the bad rep of being two-faced. Whenever someone says that to me, it's yes and no. Like, they are in the sense that they're different around different people. If you ask a Gemini, they genuinely don't see how they're being different. But it's just in their demeanor, guys. They don't decipher how they're different. They just are. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the sign of communication, as is Virgo. And they do have like a similarity in that, like, they are difficult to convince of anything because they are... Wait, where am I going with this? Weird tangent. Anyway, hard to know where you stand with a Gemini, which I also feel like is hard to know with a Virgo. Are these even? Even enough. I also wrote down that Gemini has a bit of a god complex. Sign of communication and smarts. A lot of the time, they do think they're better than you, and they can prove it with X, Y, and Z. For Gemini, I also wrote that they're really detached, like all air signs. They're truly one of the signs that get roasted the most. Like, people friggin' hate Gemini sometimes. So, like, I don't want to go too hard on them today. They get there enough in their daily life. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I don't know. Oh, that's pretty. Whoa. That just changed everything, did it not? That'll do, sweetie. Now we're on to Cancer. I really count with Cancers. Just, you've heard it all before, okay? They are emotional as hell. They're ruled by the moon, the most emotional freaking thing in the universe. Made that one way too thick, but oh well. What's done is done. A lot of Cancers, I feel like, tend to victimize themselves all the time. They're definitely the ones to cry at freaking movies and reading sad stuff. They don't deal with criticism well either. Like, it's oof. I think that might be a lot of water sign thing as well, but criticism really triggers a Cancer. I never do wings like this and it's freaking me out. I also put that Cancers are quite delusional sometimes. They tend to be really romantic. They like the maternal sign, so they do like romanticize those situations. and the way they interpret things are just like a lot different than say what an earth sign would see. I actually kind of like it. Oh my god, I had a coffee here and it's gone cold. Yeah. No. I love an iced coffee. First of all, I'll be using the Tatcha Silk Canvas because, like, why not? Photo Ready Candid Glow from Revlon. Just to prep, let's go on with some Tatcha. I feel like I just put too much on. It's expensive. Never mind. Oh, I feel like there's such a hate culture around applying foundation with brushes. It's just so much more popular to do it with a beauty blender. With glow products, I'm like, it's gonna suck up the entire foundation, man. Well, onto Leos. Okay, Leo. Bloody lion. Very obvious that they're just like attention whores. Soak up a lot of the tension in social situations. They are very social sign, I guess that's why, but I love that that's the first thing I've mentioned is that they're attention whores. They straight up are, okay? I feel like they do take care of themselves before anyone else, which a lot of people can see as a good thing, but sometimes in situations it pays to listen, okay? Just listen sometimes. I also put self-absorbed. They're ruled by their sun. You can't blame them. The sun is the center of the universe, so it makes sense that they would feel like they're the center of the universe sometimes. I also wrote that while they're really self-absorbed, they're actually really insecure people, I've noticed. It's like Leos require compliments to feel them, you know? Like, if they don't get compliments, I feel like they are having a really bad day. Yeah, I don't know why I chose a more natural foundation though when I'm doing this kind of eye look. Someone make it make sense. I've got to move on, I was already here all day. But yeah, with Leos, I feel like they do really require that constant affirmation. Or they get really down the dumps and they get really insecure about themselves, which is really sad. Anyway, if you embarrass a Leo, or if they get embarrassed, it will ruin their entire day. Their pride is like shut to shivers. I almost swore. Not today. Like, embarrassing them will ruin their entire day, maybe their week. It will haunt them in their dreams. They'll wake up with nightmares. Where am I going after this, you may ask? Literally nowhere. Just wanted to make my first impression on YouTube be a bang. I look crazy. There's gonna be people like, that is a lot of makeup, and you are very right. Virgo. Sorry, there's so many steps I have to do before I get into Virgo, because Virgo is just, if anyone that knows me knows I have a special relationship with Virgos. Every time I meet a Virgo, it's a vibe I can't describe. I have an inkling that someone's a Virgo when I can't connect with them. If I can't connect with you, I always find later on that they're a Virgo. Always, without fail. But that's not to say that we don't end up becoming friends, because at my workplace, I was once in an area where there were 3 Virgo women, and for the longest time I thought they hated my guts. Would try every day to like be relatable, get on their good side, just become friends, because like if I'm going to be spending 8 hours a day with you, I'll go crazy if I'm by myself. They were all Virgos and I found it extremely difficult. So it's definitely just like a work in progress kind of situation with Virgos. Anyway, onto more of the roast of the Virgos, because I could be here all day. Super judgy. I know I said this for Taurus, but Virgo are silently judgy. A lot of things working at the back of their head. They're always ready to criticize people in their heads. You ever look at a Virgo and just see like so much nervous energy? I swear they have so much nervous energy. So much is happening behind the scenes of the Virgo, I feel like. They're very internal people, just like sitting there like, I feel like they always constantly look overwhelmed. Now I can go into Libras. If you would ask me like a year ago, it's like the worst things about Libras. They're just so indecisive, which that is really freaking annoying. But now that I have gotten more into astrology and I've met more Libras, I can go in. Something was poking in my eye then, and I did not like that. Aside from being super indecisive, I just find Libras to be too flirty for my liking. They are so friendly, but they're borderline flirty, let's be real. What's worse is that they'll always deny that they're flirting, and I'm like, just own it. Oh my god, I just realized that this has a mirror. This is an amazing mirror. I'm going through changes at Rapania. A Libra is up in the clouds, man. Like, they are not on earth sometimes. I just like get a little bit of a ditzy vibe from Libras sometimes. All of them. There's just some of them in my life that I'm like, are you us on earth? Oh, I also said that Libras are just like such freaking people pleasers. I understand not liking conflict. I don't like conflict too, but when it push comes to shove, I will get up in there. I also just said that Libras are really sensitive people, and like sometimes it's like it doesn't hurt to just pick a side. Whoa. I'll be going in with my Holy Grail bronzer. They Give Me Some by MAC. Scorpio. And with Gemini, this one gets a bad rep. Gotta give it to them though. They're ruled by Pluto, which is like the planet of death. Straight up, Scorpios can be freaking scary. Like, they have a lot of patience, but once it runs out, like, I truly think they could ruin your life. I'm scared to ever cross a Scorpio. I haven't. And in fact, I have a lot of Scorpios in my life. They're the kind of sign that never forgets anything. Any situation they watch of you, they are filing that. And they are remembering it for life. Whenever you mess up, they are going to be bringing that back to the forefront of their brain and using it against you to ruin everything. I also wrote for Scorpio that they're just really into some dark, scary. They're the ones that I could see like creating a cult. Baking. Last thing I wrote for Scorpio is that they just hate most people. Talk to them for like 5 seconds and they will decide whether they like you or not. Going to Sag. Now listen, I love Sagittarius, but they're definitely that sign that like you either love them or you hate them. I just happen to love them. The thing is, they are just kind of crazy. Definitely the crazy party kind of people. It's great if you can keep up. Like, any earth sign is kind of just like, oh Jesus, you're really doing that right now? A very daredevil sign. Some really spontaneous, dangerous stuff that just freaks me out. I also wrote for Sag is that they're really harsh. They're harsh and blunt. They will like look at anyone on the street. They will look at someone on the street and just be like, what the hell is this bitch wearing? And you're like, girl, you don't know them. I also just put that they're so detached. Like, it's hard to get a Sagittarius in a relationship. Probably the hardest sign, I would say. So spontaneous, so free-spirited that they don't want to be pulled down by anyone. But we'll move on to Capricorn. Capricorn are unlucky as hell. Capricorn are just straight up negative people. So set in what they believe, their traditions and values. They don't want to hear it from anyone else. They know best. They are actually the hardest to convince of anything. They can just be really, really negative people. One of my best friends is a Capricorn. She has negative moments, but it's directly followed up by something positive. She's a Leo moon. I have family members that are Capricorns and they are just so set in their ways. Okay, Aquarius, I think you've all heard this before, but you guys are just a bunch of freaking weirdos. They're ruled by Uranus, which is like that's a little bit off-centered, different, and that is just Aquarius to a T. My mum's an Aquarius, but straight up, Aquarians are just so flaky. It's because they're so free-spirited. They don't want to like confirm anything in case they decide on the day that they're not into it, and they just want to do something else. They don't like letting people down. Also said that they're quite airheaded as well. My mum and one of my best friends is an Aquarius. Like, I remember this happening when I was growing up, okay? Be sitting at like the food court at like a shopping center or something, and my mum will just be like, we'll be eating, and she'll just be sitting there just like, in my head, I'm like, oh my God, she's having like a breakdown in front of me. She's having a crisis. She looks so sad. Mum, you okay? And yeah, why? I'm like, you just look really confused. The last thing I wrote about Aquarius is that they're just super forgetful people. And now we're on to the good old Pisces. By the way, I'm using the Morphe lip liner in Sweet Tea. And then over the top, I'm going to use Staycation by Huda Beauty. I'm Nude by Jeffree Star. But Pisces, guys, okay. So dreamy. They're just so dreamy. They're always kind of not on this planet. A lot of the time, they don't feel like they are on Earth. Like, they would rather be anywhere else. A lot of them are into like games, because it just transports them to like another universe entirely. Or they like reading, they like movies, all that stuff just takes them out of the world that we are in right now. I think we can all agree that the biggest roast of Pisces is their sensitivity. Holy Jesus, they are very sensitive. Sorry, I don't make the rules. It just is what it is. So sensitive, but I think they can take their criticism a little bit better than Cancer. I feel like Pisces also have zero patience. This could just be in my experience. I know someone who has it in a moon. Patience is not their virtue by any means of the imagination. They don't have time to waste around or whatever. Well, when I say that they don't want to be on this world, I really mean it. They really like to think that there's some other meaning to life. It's with a lot of Pisces women, not sure men. Anything that takes them and transports them out of this world, basically. Okay, guys, well, I'm basically done. I hope you like this look I've done today. Onto my sign. 2 hints in this video. Oh my god, the hint is right at the freaking front. But yes, I am a Leo sun. Don't know if any of you guys were able to guess that. I definitely resonate with a lot of the roast that I said about myself today. But that was one of the hints. I didn't think it was going to be at the forefront though. Jesus. The other hint was the eye palette today. The ruling colors of Leo are gold, purple, and orange are Leo colors. So I thought I would do that on my eyes today. I definitely tried to be quite harsh on like all the signs, but you know, there's some that have more than others, let's be real. But next time I was thinking I would do the compliments because I struggled to not follow up a roast with a compliment in this one today, so I think next time I'm going to do some compliments and maybe I can do my moon sign for that one. Anyway, please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm really active on Twitter. I'm trying to get into more like replying to things because I just like a lot of things I see, but it's like my most used platform by far. Please subscribe to this channel. I'm really excited to be getting onto this. It feels like divine timing that I am doing this. Like, it really feels right. Subscribe. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.